Mark Lane, Middlesex's head of youth cricket. We're up here at Finchley. You've got the EPG squad in here today. Obviously a busy winter has just started.
Yep.
Bring us up to speed with what you're up to this evening.
Oh, this evening we've had quite a good group in, quite a big group in this afternoon, covering all skills, gym work, physio stuff and bits and pieces, and then continue their developments individually, skills-wise, that they've been working on since we came back in early November. So it seems like we've been here a long time.
Laney, you've taken on the mantle following a successful period under Rory. There's a bit of a production line that's been built up. Obviously, you look at our first 11 now, the men's professional side, 70% of that squad are academy products. You're now in charge of the EPG group. You've got 17 on your books. Do you set yourselves targets in terms of how many of those you think are going to go forward?
We don't have set targets. It's almost what the pro staff needs, but we can't try and cover all bases with all skills. Currently, we've got all skills on seamers, batters, wicket keepers, but I reckon there's three who I think must have a very, very good chance, and exciting. But talking about 70%, I mean, it's probably just gone up a little bit with signing of Nathan as well. So we're actually in a really strong position. There's a lot of hard work from the players, from the staff, and we're very, very proud of our production line, as you called it.
Obviously, Nathan Fernandez, you mentioned, he's the latest one of a huge number to come off that production line. What was it about Nathan that made him stand out? And obviously, Nathan's going through a period now where he's come out of the EPG group, he's into the professional ranks. What do you expect from him in his first year as a pro?
Well, I mean, Nathan, over many years, has kind of excelled. He's almost like this aggressive white ball batter, bowls some tidy left arm spin. But actually he made his way in the red ball game, got some big scores this year in the under-18s cricket. So for Nathan, I mean, he's got a lot to progress to cement a first team sort of place, but he's very, very exciting. There's still a lot of growth within his game. Loves the game, continues to learn. And I think for us, I go and help out with the pros a couple of days a week just to go and kind of almost so they see that there's this almost migration up, but it's not just right, you finish with me, over you go. So there's support still going up for Nathan, and not just Nathan, other lads that come back down and actually contribute to some of the academy sessions as well. So there's this very fluid pathway up and down where lads come and see us, we go and see them and offer them support.
That pathway is absolutely critical because it's a big step up from being an academy player, an EPG player, where you're not contracted. You've obviously got hopes and dreams to be a pro cricketer. You take that step up to be a pro cricketer, they must take an awful amount of confidence, I guess, from the likes of Luke Holman and others in that kind of age group that have actually gone on and made it and cemented a place in the side.
Absolutely, and Luke came in last Thursday and did a white ball batting session with the academy lads. And they're really keen to give back, and actually for some of the younger lads to see that the boys aren't that old. When you talk about the professional staff, our professional staff isn't that old. I know we've got some at the top end, but actually they have an affiliation with them, and they see them and they get to know them. And actually the fact that when someone like Luke or Simo's been in a couple of times, it's almost as if they know them, and I think that's really, really important for them because they might share a changing room with them. They might be involved in some sort of game with them next summer, and actually so there's a little bit of in already, shall we say. Really important.
Laney, I just want to have a quick chat about the other end of the scale. Obviously we've covered the kind of migration from EPG into pro ranks and that pathway that exists and is made more fluid with the pros that are helping out. The other end of that spectrum, how does it look for you getting talent from clubs into your age group system and then further to that into the EPG group? How's that all running?
No, absolutely. It's an integral part. Getting the lads into the pathway initially is always the biggest part. So the borough cricket, the nominations will start going out to the borough leads, and that will sort of kick off sort of early into the new year where they're borough training, etc. And the county age group squads have been going since November as well. So the winter squads are looking really strong, which is really good. We're using 2 hubs for some of our age group stuff. One's at Hab School, one's at William Perkins School, which has been great. New facility for us to use, and it's been exciting for us to get down there and use that facility for our pathway program. So yeah, I would suggest that the whole winter is going really, really well. The coaches putting a decent shift for us, and we're very, very blessed with the quality of support staff that we do have who run their skills in Leeds and their region. So yeah, going all right.
You mentioned it's going all right so far, Laney. What have you got in store for the lads? Obviously, you've got 4 or 5 months now until the season gets going in earnest.
Yep.
You've got a long period ahead of you where you're going to be working the lads hard. What have you got in store for them?
Well, on Saturday we're going to sell some Christmas trees at the Sunshine Garden Centre, which is part of what we do, and 15 of the lads are going to come down there for the day on Saturday, so anyone's about wants to come down and see us, it'd be good to see them. We've then got, we're going to Desert Springs in the half term, and we've got an exciting surprise for the lads on the 6th of February, where we're going to challenge them to do some sort of dance, and we're going to video it and put them under pressure in a slightly different way. And then we get back into the tent sort of March time, and then the summer's up and running. So we added something new this year. We're going to try and play 4 fixtures, like as pre-season for some of the local clubs. That we'll go to them, play some matches. We're going to play our partners in Berkshire. We're going to play them in a couple of 2020. So yeah, we're just adding a bit more cricket in, more match play into them before we head into the summer.
Nice. A couple more, Laney. You mentioned Desert Springs there. I know the dance challenge is something you've tasked the lads with. They're also doing some fundraising around raising money for the trip, which is, I guess, I think to give them a bit of ownership and not feel like they're just being given a trip. They've got to earn it.
That's right.
We put something up on the website where we put it out to members and said, is there any way they can help? How's the fundraising going?
Yeah, it's going okay. It could always be better. We know that times are hard. We do appreciate that times are hard, and it's been fantastic. Some of the members have contributed, and I'd like to thank them personally for that. And we've tasked them to do 3,000 Olympic rings, and you can see they're over there. They're not very easy. We're at 1,800 at the moment, so we're going really, really well. So, we know that times are hard, and we do understand every penny counts, but these lads, deserve this trip, and part of their whole development and learning is to experience an overseas trip. We've managed to score two match days against Surrey, where they're going to be out there at the same time. So it's a little bit of competitive edge, which I think is what they need, sort of February time, just to get their juices flowing. So,
absolutely. Any of those 1,800 put in by yourself, Laney?
1 or 2? No, none at all. Big Stu's put a decent shift in, and they're not that easy, Fletcher, I can assure you.
Good to hear, mate. One last one. Any youngsters out there that are playing club cricket at whatever age, aspiring to get into the borough system as head of youth cricket for Middlesex, what are you looking for? Obviously talent is first and foremost. What else are you looking for in a young individual to display to their clubs and a borough level to get them in here?
I think ultimately we want kids to enjoy the game of cricket. We all dream of playing for England and your county, but having a passion for the game, having a passion for learning and getting better, and also in sport you're not always going to succeed. So if you do get a no early on, don't just throw in the towel. Come back, show some resilience, respond in a way that kind of excites us, because they're all going to go through lots of challenges in their life, and part of our mantra is to try and get them ready for life as well. Just not just for cricket, but for life outside cricket as well.
Brilliant stuff, Laney. Pleasure as always. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Fletch.